going on, dudes? It's your dude, Jebbidoda. Welcome back to Genshin Impact. Picking up where we left off, we finally completed Chapter 2 Act 3. We finally defeated Raiden A to stop this attack, stop this scheming setup that the Fatui had planned to destroy Inazuma. We finally stopped like Signora. We defeated her, and after that, she was slain by Raiden Shogun herself. I don't know if that led to her death because I don't know the future of how this game has progressed in story-wise. But right now she's dead, I think. I hope so. But yeah, after we defeated La Signora, we battled Raiden A to get her out of her mind, to get back to helping Inazuma back the way it should be, and destroy the Vision Hunt degree with the help of Yaimiko, who thanked us for helping her.
You want to learn some blade work? Alright then, I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you alright. Mark my words.
Okay, thank you for that, Eula. Which, speaking of which, as you can see right here, Eula is our main leader in the party. Yes, I have changed my party setup to different characters that I've upgraded to be strong enough to take on the next battles or challenges, at least without failing. So this is basically going to be the first episode where I don't use my main character at all for this episode. What a change of pace this will be. Hopefully this will be good. As we continue on to our next quest, which we got from Catherine at the Commission Guild. It looks like we have to find the miner in the Chasm who posted the commission from Catherine. Which, by the way, we're back in Liyue after completing our Inazuma quest. So we have to head to the Chasm, which is this way, and find out what where the miner is, so we can find out what's going on over there. And after that, we'll be able to progress to head to Sumeru, which is our next destination. Hopefully, we'll reach there this episode. But first, let's head to the Chasm and find the miner. Okay, so we're about to go through here and finally check out the other side of this gate that we couldn't get through before. And as you can see, this is the Chasm. Yeah, it is pretty impressive, Paimon. Now it looks like there's waypoints I can get to, so that's good. And it looks like there's a quest here from somebody. Let's go talk to them and see what they've got. 10 crates of meat, 10 crates of vegetables, various amounts of firewood, and camping equipment to be given to the Millilith outpost. 3 crates of various ores to be sent to the Husan Hall warehouse in exchange for spare parts for tools in various amounts. Alright, sorry for making you wait. What do you need? Ah, it's you. Eh? Since when were all that familiar with you? I mean, you are the heroes who saved Liyue. Your deeds are remembered by us all. Since you're here at the Chasm, you must be here on some important business, in which case, I'm sure you must have a permit from Lady Keqing, right? We don't. Really? I mean, sorry to trouble you, since you must be very familiar with Lady Ningguang, a permit from her might hold still more weight. Could I see it, please? Well, we don't have that either. Well, the Lord Qianshu is reclusive yet approachable, and also has great vision and the good of the people at heart. Surely he has the one who gave you permission to enter the Chasm, then? Maybe. In that case, would you mind letting me see your papers? Huh? I guess you don't have that either. Well, Miss Ganyu works at Eugene Terrace, supporting the Keqing directly, so I'm sure her opinion would be in lockstep with theirs. You at least have her permission, don't you? Actually, you know what? We could have just asked Ganyu to sign off on this. Oh, yeah. I guess so. I can go look for her right now. Oh yeah. I guess we're gonna go find my waifu then. In case if you guys don't notice. Or haven't noticed, I should say. So you've come at a bad time. this is really not the season to be visiting the Chasm. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is still working on eliminating a great safety hazard within, so this is still very much a danger zone. If you have been commissioned by some merchant to urge us to open the mine faster, then I suggest you read the report I submitted to Shenglu. How carefully. What's this person talking about exactly? Could you tell me more about the Chasm? Right, so about the Chasm. If you don't intend to leave just yet, you're free to explore the area a bit, but please do keep your actions within the remit of Liyue's laws and statutes. Sorry, I just had a voice crack there. I should mention, though, that there is a place that I highly recommend you avoid. For example, the great mine in the center of the Chasm has had a 7-star array cast over it, by which I mean exactly what I say. It is a sealed place over the area by the Kishin. Well, that's quite the clear explanation. As for the weak, I mean focal point of the array, it lies in the bedrock keys surrounding the area. These were placed by the Kishin themselves, connected in series. They affix the energy flowing through the area. The area around the bedrock keys has seen an abnormal amount of geo-elemental coalescences. It's almost as if the thing beneath yawns to finally emerge. Never mind me. I was just talking to myself. So yes, that's how things are. Please do not, and I repeat, do not, go near the 7-star array. And don't even think about going down there to explore. The bedrock keys are definitely not losing structural integrity, and the surrounding areas are most certainly not plagued by any strange geo-elemental convergences. So please, don't you think of doing anything at all. But, I know what you're going to ask. There are most certainly no precious treasures down there, nor are there any prehistoric fossils to be had. And banish any thoughts you have about giant ancient ruins. Yes, please do not bear any fruitless expectations toward this place. The way you're saying all this is super suspicious. Not even mushrooms will grow down there, nor are there wish-granting stones. And there are definitely no sailors who grow strong just by eating mushrooms. Again, do not get your hopes up. Yeah, sure. There's no need to be so fierce. Anything else I should look out for? I suggest that you go speak to Shikun first. She's an adventurer hired by the Ministry and was once a miner here. She knows the Chasm's geography like the back of her hand. Also, let me write you a certification real quick. When she sees it, she'll know that you're trustworthy. That said, I must warn you that Shikun is definitely not the sort of person who has trouble standing still, and definitely has no thoughts of undoing the array and having a look underground. So there's no way that she would ever put a team of idle adventurers together to brazenly enter hazardous areas. As such, you can forget about asking her to help you enter the Chasm's mines. Got it. Did you really? As long as you understand, we're good. In which case, I won't take up any more of your time. Cool, because I don't need to keep reading anymore. Oh, there's the mine that we're supposed to be talking to from Liyue. From the Commandant.
You must be Yue, right? We've been sent by the Adventurers Guild.
Ah, great. Good to meet you. Yes, I was the one who posted that commission. Wait a second. You look kind of familiar. Are you a famous adventurer or something?
It's complicated.
Oh, alright then. I'll start by introducing myself. I'm Yue, a miner, and I received a mining permit for the Chasm just recently. I have a handful of other guys in my crew.
The fact that he says Chasm, I realize I've been mistakenly saying Chasm. My mistake, but it's Chasm. There we go.
Seriously? They actually give permits out for the Chasm?
Yes, the folks over at Yujing Terrace finally came to their senses and are now allowing a limited amount of ore mining near the surface. We were among the first to gain approval.
Okay.
But some things have happened recently that put all the miners on edge.
Really? What happened? We haven't heard anything.
So, it's hard to say exactly how big of an issue it is. Could be something, could be nothing. The main thing is that it's just very strange.
Strange?
While one of the miners was on a break, he suddenly noticed a few hilly trolls walking his way. They seemed like they were in a daze or something.
Huh?
They walked right by him without giving him a single glance. They just made a beeline for the depths of the chasm. After that, the miner started observing his surroundings more closely and noticed the same thing happening time and time again.
Are the hilly trails just curious? Maybe they just want to take a peek inside.
Not likely. The strange part is that in all the time this miner has been watching the hilly trolls, he's never seen any of them come back out.
Whoa.
It seems to be a one-way trip. Once the hilly trolls go in, they never emerge again.
I see.
And it seems to be happening more and more frequently as of late. What are these hilly trolls up to? What happens to them after they go inside? Is there a disaster brewing? These are the kinds of thoughts going through the guys' heads now. Everyone's driving themselves crazy worrying about it.
I see.
Paimon's not surprised. Paimon feels spooked just hearing about it.
Strange. It's definitely the right word.
Exactly. The deepest fear is the fear of the unknown, you know? So we have to get to the bottom of it before everyone can put their minds at rest.
Right.
Do we really want to take this commission? Thanks, Mr. Miner, sir. We need to consider it first.
We'll take it.
Hey, you can at least pretend to consider Paimon's opinion first.
When strange things like this happen,
Oh, so that's where you're coming from. Well, okay then. Maybe we will find some clues about your twin. You'll really regret it if you don't go, huh?
we'll see.
So, what's your verdict? Will you take the commission? No pressure, but I gotta say, I'm not loving the prospect of my mining permit going to waste.
Don't worry. We'll take care of it.
Yep, we'll take it. We're kinda curious ourselves now, too.
Great. You're doing me an enormous service here. Now, let me give you the rough location that the hilly trolls keep heading to.
Okay then. So according to Yue, I don't know how to say his name. Let me see the quest. Oh, it doesn't say. I have to enter the Chasm underground mines. So that's further down there, huh? Oh, there's a... Oh, I can get to the Statue of the Seven first before I enter it. Is there a way for me to go around, maybe? Well, I'll just go forward, and see what I can do. I'll definitely enter the chasm, but we'll see what I'll find along the way. Jesus, that slime just scared the hell out of me. But right now, as you can see, guys, I'm entering the mines, and nothing suspicious. I see slimes.
Crush.
Might take care of this one right now, because he might be needed to be defeated or something. Oh, along with his friends, so I can open that chest.
Shut up.
But yeah, like I said, nothing suspicious. I see. It must be like further down the mines, I'm guessing. Where they said the killer chose. Come by.
Crush.
By the way, guys, I forgot to mention last episode that I also unlocked a couple story quests as well. One of them is Raiden Shogun's story quest, and it looks like that quest is blocking my way of doing the main quest, so I'll have to complete that at some point. Which in return I'll do other story quests as well at the same time, so it won't be big of an issue once I take care of those story quests, you know. And so yeah, let's open this chest.
I can put these to good use.
Apparently there's a domain up here. I don't know how I'm gonna get to it, but I'll have to keep searching to figure out where else I need to go. And I can see the Statue of the Seven on my map. Once I open it, I'll be able to see more of the map. Oh, I see the Statue of the Seven. If I can just get enough heights, maybe. Not high enough. There we go. Now I've got enough height. So let's open this Statue of the Seven, shall we? And there we go. We have opened the map of the Chasm. Cool. And then soon we'll open the Sumeru Statue of the Sevens to unlock the Sumeru map. So that'll be good. I will definitely open more waypoints along the way, or when I'm doing off recording, you know. I see the way in, so I guess I'll just have to drop down like that. Oh, but first I need to head over to a mission that I see that is possibly open. And let me open this waypoint too while I'm at it. Oh wait, is there another one? There was probably another one back there, but doesn't matter. I'll open this one next.
More speed.
Then get to this quest and see what it says. And I'll start going underground. Wayne? Oh, great Millilith heroes, please see to it that the chasm does not act up these few days. And may we be safe and sound as we descend into the mines this time. And may those comrades of ours who no longer come to mind also fare well in their respective paths. Protect us, brave Millilith, protect us. What is it? Can I help you? What is this thing? Well, I'm praying at this Millilith memorial. I mean, it looks like a pile of unassuming rocks, but it's actually been here for 500 years now. The chasm is under the protection of the Millilith, so every time we have people descend into the mines, we will pray here for the heroic souls of those who have passed to protect us. They have long since turned into elements and become one with the mines, so when we pray for their protection, we're also showing our reverence to the chasm itself, you know? The ancients said that the earth has a spirit and elements have souls. Those who sacrifice their lives so that we might live watch over us in similar fashion. So I believe. 500 years ago? That's right. Back then, a dark calamity swallowed the chasm and Rex Lapis commanded the Millilith to stand guard over the ore veins. That was a terrible battle. Led by a Yaksha, the Millilith came forth to stem the tide. In the end, a group of them led the foe into the depths of the chasm and thus quelled the unrest. It is said that this memorial was set up for them. Huh? Paimon didn't think that these ugly stones would have such history. Don't disrespect the fallen, little one. Don't you worry, this little one won't bite. Who's the little one? Whatever the case, this is a pretty familiar story to anyone who grew up around the chasm as we did. There are many versions of the tale too, which sprung up over time. If you were to talk to someone else, they might tell you a different story. Maybe this is the charm of history? Not that I'm particularly cultured, mind, but I'm just saying, you know? Yeah, speaking of which, there's always been a rumor going about. It says that these stones hide another secret that might lead a discerning person to treasure that the Millilith left behind. Treasure that they left behind? Could you give us some details? Let's just say that Paimon's interest has been piqued. Eh? It's just a rumor, but it's one that's got to do with the Millilith member who created this memorial in the first place. So this was the work of a Millilith soldier? Indeed, both the Millilith and the miners at the chasm set memorials up back then. The battle ended, but many of their comrades now rest eternally in the depths of the chasm, together with that nameless Yaksha. One of the soldiers fell from a great height while helping to evacuate the miners and beat back the enemy, injuring his spine and becoming unable to move on his own power as a result. But later, it is said that he was not daunted by his circumstances, instead becoming a self-taught and much-famed doctor who would help those in the same situation as himself. It is said that this memorial was something he set out to remember his comrades by after he had obtained a vision. His story would gradually fade from history, being replaced with tales of the Millilith's treasure and the Yaksha's inheritance. Those who are just baseless tales, we miners generally prefer to keep our feet firmly planted, so I don't give much credence to these tales. Still? No, it's nothing. I just mean that I won't laugh if you do actually go looking for that treasure. I've given it some thought, and it occurred to me that while the tales of treasure might all be false, they exist as a way for generations of people to ensure that stories are passed down and not forgotten by later generations. Whatever the case, the one who offers up 6 items lost within the chasm before this stone will be awarded the gifts of the Millelith. That's how the story goes. And these 6 items are the Helm of Warding, which may defend one from rockfalls, the Cup of Commons, made to memorialize comradeship, the Sky Feather, the symbol of lofty ideals, the Warrior Spear, used to fend off the foe, the Flower of Farsight, which grew upon the cliffs of the chasm, and the Sundial of Ages, used to remember the bygone past. Well, that wasn't confusing at all. No, sir. You sure this wasn't all made up by people later? So these items can all be found within the chasm. I've got no clue. Maybe they were all made up. That would certainly explain why no one's found the legendary treasure this whole time. Ah yes, speaking of which, there was another memorial that I mentioned, yes? Everyone's just busy themselves with their own separate things after the chasm was closed. No one's kept that place clean, I'll bet. Could you help me go over there and just tidy the place up? Just a little will do. Look for the obvious place before the memorial. I will do that another time because I gotta focus on the main quest because I feel like I'm taking too much time just doing these normal quests. Anyways, I definitely feel like we have to enter here. I feel like that's the case, so let's plunge down. Okay, nothing worked. So is it somewhere else, maybe? Hold on, let me look at the map. I need to see if there's another way in somewhere that I must go. Looks like there's someone I need to talk to. Ah, it's you. Hello there. Moning was the one who introduced me. This is his. Yes, forget that sheet of paper. I already know who you are just fine. That Moning, all he does is put on airs and write papers. Everything is gonna follow this or that procedure and all that tripe. You know stuff that makes you look important. I couldn't care less for that stuff. In any case, your name is already well known throughout the Adventurers Guild. Never mind any of your other contributions to Liyue. I'm that famous? Of course, many new recruits at the guild have heard of your exploits on Dragonspine from Iris. That includes me, you know. Piercing the frigid blizzard to open a path, discovering an ancient, forgotten kingdom beneath the ice and frost, reaching the perilous summits, confronting the great change that came over that place with a mortal form. The things you've experienced, the obstacles you've overcome, the truths you've uncovered, they can be summed up in one word. Adventure. True adventure. Precisely. Wow, this is actually quite a shock to Paimon. Are we really that awesome? And this isn't even mentioning the great battle you had with that sea monster on the Jade Chamber. Now, I wasn't there to witness it, mind you, but I haven't missed a single telling of that story. Huh? So there are stories about us too? Of course. They are very popular in the city, you know. If you ask me, I'd say that Team Master Liu Su and Iron Tongue Tian are both good in their own way, but I just prefer Iron. Oh, don't worry. I get it. Iron Tongue Tian's style is definitely not for everyone. I do sometimes find that his choice of words and phrases features too much slang. But as for Liu Su, he takes a while to get going, you know. Sometimes you're there for 2 hours before you start going. Oh hey, this is pretty good. Some people like that style, but I find it uninteresting. And if you mean to say that this is just a story, it won't get stale. Let me just say this. If this were fruit or drink we were talking about, it would surely go bad if we wrapped it up and covered it for half a day without opening it up. I think I said I wasn't all that interested in storytelling. Yeah, we don't really know what you mean by all this. Huh? Oh, sorry. I got a bit too excited there and didn't really consider if you were interested in what I was saying. Still, since you're here, are you here at the Kishin's yes? Did Mooning end up revealing some other information to you? You know, like, don't touch the bedrock keys. There's nothing under the chasm. Jishun won't help you. You know, stuff like that. Repeat it over and over. Mooning did indeed tell us all that. Ha! Well, he didn't scare us. Indeed, he wasn't doing that at all. Eh? So all the things he mentioned are true? Well, Mooning is, in the end, a specialist hired by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Even if he wanted to ask for help, there's a lot that he's not allowed to reveal in public. So he can only warn us, and thus impart the means of getting into the chasm to you in a roundabout way. In essence, when he says you shouldn't, he really means that you can. What a weird guy. In any case, you also mentioned that he wrote you a certification and told you to come find me. That note which you will now carry means that you have the authorization to travel through the chasm without any obstruction. Of course, bearing any personal intervention by the Kishin. And the fact that he suggested that you find me means that I should tell you the way into the depths of the chasm. Eh? What a convoluted way of hinting. Well, for what it's worth, I apologize for all the covering up that we're doing. But trust me, we have very good reasons for doing so. While the thing that they dug up under the chasm is truly abnormal, our investigations cannot be done with too much pomp and ceremony, lest the people be alarmed. That is the Kishin's standing order. As such, we can only function under the cover of a no-entry order, secretly gathering explorers and scholars to enter the chasm and conduct investigations. This is all to, if necessary and where possible, stave off the crisis that festers beneath the earth. So all the people at the encampment were... That's right, they were all brought on as support staff. They are all pretty reliable. Well, mostly. That you came here is also no coincidence. More than one big shot in the Kishin has already recommended that we enlist your aid, and honestly, we've little reason not to comply. In any case, it is also said that your aid is not necessarily difficult to enlist. Eh? Doesn't that mean that we were tricked? Well, Paimon, time to leave. That's right. Don't you treat us like a bunch of idiots. Oh, please wait. I was just passing on my superior's message. Those were her words, not mine. Just, let me take those words back, alright? Bye. Come now, this is Kishin's we're talking about. They won't shortchange you for your aid. I don't exactly need help putting up missing... Oh wait, it's not as if I'm short on Mora or anything. Paimon too. Well, that said, having more Mora isn't a bad thing. Well, if we could mitigate the safety hazards in the chasm, any underground treasures or valuables will be given to the one who discovers them. This is a special privilege given by the Kishin, just to the two of you. Really? No tricks now. Well, in that case... That's right! Treasure! Alright. Can we safely say that you've accepted this commission then? Alright, we'll do it for the treasure. Woohoo! New treasure! Alright, here's to a new adventure then. Again, let me apologize for wasting your time on all these other things. Let's get down to business, shall we? If we wish to enter the chasm, we first need to find an adjuvant made from a material known as lemon stone. Only with it can we move in the dark down there. Only those with visions can use this adjuvant, but considering that you can use elemental energies without a vision, it's my guess that you should have no problem making use of the adjuvant. So where do we find this thing? It's in a warehouse to the south. The warehouse is well guarded, so it should be pretty secure. Just come back once you've gotten a hold of the catalyst. The catalyst? I don't know what she's going on about, but sure. So go to the miner's warehouse. I think I was there before, honestly.
More speed.
So let's quickly check out the warehouse and see what we got. Fend off the treasure hoarders. Oh, okay.
Another test subject.
And another group of enemies to defeat. I'm sorry this is taking a while, guys, because I'm really struggling to find my way into the chasm to continue the main quest. But judging from the fact that I have no luck finding it or discovering it, it would possibly have to mean that there's another quest that is involved with the main quest, like actually involved, not like getting in the way. So I think I have to do some of the normal quests first before I get to the main quest, just like before.
Crush.
So I think that might be the case. There we go.
Beg for mercy. Crush.
I messed up.
There we go. Obtain the Lumen Stone Adjuvant. Here it is. Tell teaching about what happened at the warehouse. Alright. We're back, you big liar. Eh? Me? What happened? No one was gone in the warehouse at all. What do you mean it's well guarded? Huh? That shouldn't be the case. When I was gone in the place, the treasure hoarders wouldn't even dare come near it. Wait a moment. Who do you say was guarding the warehouse again? Me? Well, are you guarding it right now? Well, come on now. Which adventurer in their right mind would let themselves get tied down with such a boring task, am I right? Ah, right. Oh, jeez. So she did forget to guard the place. That explains it. Well, putting your dereliction of duty to one side for the time being. Right. Honestly, I'm not too sure about how the bedrock key works, but you could start from looking into those cage-shaped geo-elemental formations over there. What is that? These strange formations have been puzzling the Ministry of Civil Affairs for some time now. They seem to have grown up from the bedrock of the chasm over the last 2 years, and their properties are very similar to those of the thing underground. We say this because they can undergo some kind of disintegration when under the influence of the anomalies. Later, Hushan Hall's investigations revealed that they have been absorbing geo-elemental energy from the surroundings, slowly eroding the structure of the bedrock keys. It is a most ominous phenomenon, almost like something is consciously trying to break the sealing array. We have to clear them out twice every month, but they will always grow back quickly, and they have only grown back quicker over time. Perhaps that thing below is growing restless, and that is why the key chain has sent us to investigate. I see, so it has something to do with this. Look for a way to destroy the bedrock keys. Okay. I'm guessing these might be it. There we go, this one. Well, as for how we could try hitting these formations and using the shards they release. Okay, where's... Is there one more, or is that it? Oh, hitting them, okay. Is that not it? Oh, did I have to use a normal sword to break it? I guess that would explain the case. And there we go. So that's how you do it, huh? Well, that should do it. So let's talk to Xichong. Huh? You undid the bindings on the bedrock key so easily? Yes, we were right to put our faith in you two. I'm quite sure we just damaged public property. Munning has already sent a damage report ahead of us, so technically the bedrock keys were damaged before we arrived, not after. Well, that leaves 4 more that we need to handle. Ah yes, I've drawn a basic diagram that shows where 3 of the 4 are. I hope it'll be of use to you. Well, thank you for the diagram, Jishung. As for the last one, honestly, I'm not very sure where that is anymore. After the miners were dismissed, there was a seepage incident in that mine, causing the cylinder to be submerged under the waters. In any case, just settle the other 3 sites. We'll meet up after that and think about what to do next. Not coming along with us? Not this time. I was originally assigned to guard the warehouse, but thanks to my slip-up, I nearly let the treasure hoarders in there. Honestly, I'm already in your debt for not reporting my error. Things could get bad if Mooning catches me and puts me on the trail of some Arans again, so I'll just stand guard as I should, for now. Still, I believe that this riddle will be no match for the 2 of you at all. Well, thank you, Xichong. I will definitely keep that in mind. But, however, that is all the time I have for this episode, guys. So, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to help this channel grow. If you guys like these videos, make sure you hit that like button. If you guys have any other suggestions, make sure you comment down below. Next episode, we're going to clear out all the bedrock keys in the chasm so we can enter it to investigate more and find the treasure involved. And like I said before, this quest is connected to the main quest. For that reason, it's not the similar one to normal quests that would be in the way of these quests that are like blocked and everything. They're just involved with it at the same time, something like that, you know. But we'll definitely go through it as quick as we can. And while we're doing that, we could potentially get to story quests as well, including one that is in the way of the main quest as well, which involves Raiden's quest. Hopefully we'll get that done and dusted quickly. And we'll see what other quests I might do next episode or in the future, you know. And we'll see what we'll find inside the mines of the chasm and see what treasure we can find. But until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.